Welcome back to the final whistle. So in this episode we're going to be touching on the champions, the UEFA Champions League. What a night. How many games was it? 5, 6 terrific games. So let's go into the action, how the games were won and lost. Starting with Liverpool 2, Ajax 1. For me, today for Liverpool, it was all about the result. Get the result. Wasn't really about the performance. It was about getting 3 points on the board, and that's exactly what they did. I just want to highlight one difference that they didn't have in the it was evident against Napoli. Thiago Alcantara. What a player. What a diamond. He was influential in everything Liverpool did last night. So credit to him. It's good to see him back. For me, I want to see the best players on show. I'm not sure about yourself. So credit to him. As you can see, he was just absolutely instrumental on the night. Long balls, 10 out of 10, 89% pass accuracy. He dominated that midfield. Tackles 2. He was dribbled past twice. But he still won 6 of his 13 ground duels and 1 of his 3 aerial duels. But he's not known for his heading, is he? So credit to him. One guy I wanted to point out, and I did tweet about before the game, was Mohamed Kudus. I've been watching this guy for years now, and I've been tweeting about him. Nobody took notice until last night. What an absolute diamond Ajax have got here. Another one to, yes, they brought him into the academy, I get that. But they've given me senior debut, and he's starting to shine. 29 touches. He was a little isolated, so he worked. If you look at his heat map, that centre of the pitch was where he did his most work. He tried to hold up the ball, and that's not his natural game, so full credit to him. 1 goal, dribble attempts successful, 3 out of 5, and he's just an absolute star. If you look at him across the season, what is it, 6 goals in that's just the Champions League, but he's played 2 in the Champions League and scored 2. That's all you want from your striker. And he's not even a striker really, is he? So full credit to him. I think he's got 6 goals in 7 games in the Eredivisie. So full credit to him. So that's a huge win for Liverpool. All to do for Napoli and Rangers tonight. So where we're at. Go on to football, sorry again. Another game I wanted to point out was Club Brugge away to Porto. Now, if you look at Porto's defence, he was pony. Pony. Pepe, pony. João Mario, pony. Diogo Costa, pony. All of them were just pony on the night. Terrible performances, so no wonder Club Brugge flourished. And that's exactly what they did. They dominated the game from start to finish. Full credit to them. A couple of players I wanted to point out is Abubakar Cilia. I don't know if I pronounced that right, so I do apologise. He's just a young lad, 19 years of age, made his Champions League debut in the last game where they picked up 3 points against Leverkusen. And again, he was just, may not have been the best in defence, but he was really good. And that's what you want. Clearances 2, block shots 1, interceptions 2, tackles 1. He won 2 out of his 5 ground duels. Didn't have a header to win, because he tends to play that sweeper, cover in defence. Now, going back to Porto, it's no surprise that they're struggling in the Champions League. Here's why: they lost 3 of their key players in the summer. Vitina going to PSG, and then you had Fabio Vieira going to Arsenal, etc. So they have lost a lot of their spine, if you like. So it's no surprise. They will get better. One funny thing I want to point out about Sergio Conceição is that he could actually start a five-a-side team soon. So if we know Federico Conceição, he's left Porto now, I get that. But he came through at Porto. They had another player, he had a son on the bench last night called Rodrigo Conceição. And he's actually got another son in the academy as well. So there's 4 out of 5-a-side teams. So he just needs one more to complete the set. So yeah, I think Porto might struggle depending on how Leverkusen do. But that's a good segue to get on to Leverkusen, because they themselves were winners last night, picking up their first win in the Champions League this season. Full credit to them. On the night, I thought Moussa Diaby absolutely instrumental in everything they did going forward. As you can see, he picked up a goal. Key passes 2, long balls 1 out of 3, which isn't really his game, really, long balls. Neither is tackling. But everything he did was just instrumental. I'm trying to look at his dribble success. 0 out of 2, fair enough. But if he was getting at Atletico Madrid, and that's what you want. As for Atletico, I thought they were poor on the night. It was a poor performance in a game that they probably went in thinking, we can win this. Another, if you look at Leverkusen's backline, Hinekapi is a player for the future, no doubt. So is Tapsoba. A couple of players have been raving about for a while, as well as Konsunu. I know he hasn't started the season brilliantly. I know Leverkusen haven't. They've only won 1 in the Bundesliga this season. So hopefully this will kickstart their season. And it's good to see Callum Hudson-Odoi starting a game. And I thought he was good on the night, considering it was his first start for Leverkusen. So I think Callum Hudson-Odoi is absolutely outstanding footballer. And I think he will just get better and better. Comfortable win for Inter. It was just a standard professional performance, in my opinion. They just did what they had to do on the night, picking up 3 points. So full credit to them. As for Bayern Munich 2, Barcelona 0, this game could have literally, on a different night, could have finished 3-2 Barca, 3-2 Bayern, 2-2. I think the scoreline doesn't reflect the game because Barca did create a lot of chances. And on a different night, Lewandowski would have put them away. Just wasn't his night. It's funny enough against his old club as well, but just wasn't his night. So I think on a different night, he would have stuck a couple away and it could have ended a different result. So Barcelona dominated the first half, and Bayern Munich pretty much dominated the second. As you can see, Bayern Munich picking up massively in the second half and Barca tailing away. And I thought Leroy Sané, I say it all the time, he's outstanding. So is Musiala. To think that Chelsea let him go for, what was it? I don't know if I'm going overboard here, but 750k? I'm sure it was around 400 to 700k. That's mind-boggling, because he's simply outstanding. And he's definitely a one to watch for the future. Moving on to Tottenham. I want to know your thoughts, Spurs fans, or football fans. Are Tottenham still Spursy? Let's hear it. Because on the night, they just weren't great. Weren't great at all. And I don't know if that's because of Conte's record in Europe, should I say? Because in the UEFA Champions League, his record is not great at all. And that's not good. Not good at all. So if you look at it, I mean, statistically, it's surprising to see Sporting CP have more of the ball because they're more of a counter-attacking team. And that's what they try to do. But Tottenham created more big chances. It was just 2 goals in the last couple of minutes that got Sporting the win. But the game was fairly even. Total shots 12, 5 on target, 6 on target. It's quite even. Shots blocked, again, quite even. So there were 2 evenly matched teams. Now, what's interesting to know is very rarely before a game in the warm-up do you see a team practicing set pieces. So Sporting must have seen a weakness in Tottenham's defence in set pieces, because before the game, instead of doing your standard sprinting corner to corner warm-up, they would practice in set pieces, and that's what won them the game. So that's incredible to see, because that's very, very rare do you see that happening. So full credit to Sporting. They must have done the homework on Tottenham, and you can't fault them for it. As for Marseille 0, Eintracht Frankfurt 1. Eintracht Frankfurt have now picked up their first win in UEFA Champions League ever. Full credit to them. Massive respect. Long may it continue, because I'm a huge fan. Got not a soft spot, but I like to see teams do well. As for Marseille, wow, their record recently in the Champions League. Marseille fans, turn away now because you don't want to hear this. They've only won 1 out of the last 17 games. They haven't even drew a game. That's 16 losses, 1 win in the last 17. That is just bonkers, because you would think, even luckily, they would pick up a result somewhere. Do you know what I mean? But they just, I don't know what it is. You kind of put your foot on it. Otherwise, it would fix it, obviously. But you kind of put your foot on why they're just so poor in Europe, considering they've started the season like a house on fire and they're unbeaten in Liga so far. 6 out of 6 wins. But it's 2 defeats so far in Europe. Especially at home against Frankfurt. They would go into that game thinking, we can win this. Frankfurt are there for the beating. But if you look at statistically, Marseille, they play the exact same way. They always dominate possession. And I think maybe if they just played on the counter-attack a little bit in Europe, then it might do them well. Just to mix up the game plan a little. If you look, they dominate possession in every game. 50-50 away to Tottenham. That very rarely happens. So maybe if they just sit back and play it on the counter, it might actually suit them in Europe. So that's it for the Champions League final whistle. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button, baby, because I'm just new to YouTube and I want to grow. That's what we'll want to do. So hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Another episode coming out tomorrow, rounding up all the Wednesday fixtures. Enjoy your night, enjoy the games.